How you doing, everybody? This week, we're going to begin a very special two-part interview of a most fascinating lady who I can only describe as a complete musical being. She lives, breathes, and creates her world of melody with every movement. She's just released her third solo album, so I invite you to join us now for the next hour as we rock a little. You got your mic on, Mrs. Clear?
I think. I'm not sure.
You got this on? Welcome to the real thing here.
This is not the world, not the real world. Thank you. I'm really glad that we've moved on to the real thing.
I'm Jim Ladd. Welcome to our special two-part interview of Stevie Nicks. This first song that we're going to talk about, which is Talk to Me, the first one, not written by you, interestingly enough, but you made it your song.
It made itself my song.
Okay, we can be humble if you'd like.
Yeah, sang it. Well, it did sort of sing to me. It said to me something that I was going to write anyway.
I see.
That night. So it became my song because it was exactly my thoughts.
Let me take a stab at one of the lines that may have that got me. I don't know. I want to be presumptuous. Maybe it didn't get you, but the line that got to me was, "There's no sense in dancing around the subject. A wound gets worse when you treat it with neglect."
There's no sense in pretending that this thing isn't happening, whether it's bad or good, right? Because if you just pretend it isn't happening, what happens? It festers, right? Mm-hmm. It turns into a disease, and it ends up ultimately hurting you because you don't communicate.
What I want to know is, are you as forthcoming? Because you're singing this song from a persona of a person saying, "Talk to me, you can open up to me, I'll be the shoulder to cry on." Or
also, you should talk to me.
Right. But you're singing it from the aspect of the shoulder to cry on, right?
No, I'm also singing it from the point of, our voices stray from the common ground where they could meet. In other words, there even are points where you and I really could talk. But you even mess up those points.
Even those
You don't even open up to me, on the Riviera in France, if I'd ever been there, under the gorgeous, moonlit sky and the stars and the boats and the, and the couple, shots of brandy. And you don't even open up to me then.
My question is, can you do that when you are perplexed and when you are down? Are you forthcoming with someone who comes to you and says, "Stevie, just, what's on your mind"? Can you do that?
It depends on who it is.
See, there you go.
Yeah. Some people I won't give the time of day to at that point. And very few people, no matter how bad anything is in my life. It's that butterfly syndrome of if you're really attached to somebody.
But if it's someone, let's say it's someone that you trust.
Okay.
Someone
you're attached, even if it's not a love then relationship.
No. Just someone you trust.
You're attached to your brother. You're attached to your mom and dad. You're attached to your
right.
your Yorkshire Terrier. You're attached is almost as bad as being in love.
Yeah.
Because it's like you don't want to let that thing go.
Yeah. Very interesting.
Your attachment is too strong.
When we come back, we'll delve a little deeper into why Stevie has chosen to sing some songs composed by other songwriters when our very special two-part interview of Stevie Nicks continues. I'm Jim Ladd, and we're back now with our special two-part interview of Stevie Nicks. On this latest album, Rock a Little, there are 3 songs that were not penned by Stevie: "Talk to Me," "If I Were You," and "Some Become Strangers."
The thing is that you see, in fact, I experienced that very day that this friend of mine from New York sent me, Federal Express me, a tape of Stranger. And of Stranger, and I got Talk to Me, and I got about 3 songs in about a couple of days that just drifted into my life. And I put them on, and there was like a bunch of Rolling Stones songs on there, and a bunch of like raucous rock and roll that makes me feel like I'm old. It's like, turn that down, And all of a sudden, you know, a song comes on that's not mine, and I immediately sit down and go, I love that song. And it doesn't make one bit of difference that I wrote it at that point, because it simply saved me from having to sit down and write it.
Now, when you sing a song from someone else, you are then an interpretive artist.
And you know, this is new. I've only on this record really done that.
Is it in any way easier to sing a song written by someone else than yourself, or does it matter at all?
It's easier if they're famous and you're a big fan of theirs and you love their songs, yeah.
It is?
Yeah, because you pick it out.
I see.
You know, because you go, I'm going to do this song, then I'm going to do this song, then I'm going to do it, then I'd love to do this song. And it's like, you know, I have had to sing a song here and there that I hated. And I think it's the hardest thing I ever did. It was like the worst. I'm only 5 years old. I'm being told to stay in my room. I'm being told to face the wall, and of course I'm not going to face the wall for anybody. Punish me for the rest of my life. I'm not going to do that. And I can't relate to you. But if I can relate to you, then I can become you. I can see through your eyes then. No. When I sing Tom's songs, I am Tom. And I become TP. You know, I become kind of Floridian, and I become kind of gator-like, and I kind of swamp around a little bit, and I kind of talk with a little bit more of a drawl, and I do, you know, it's like, I walked to the window, turned out the light, looked at the city, went back tonight, you know.
There was something about, and let's use Tom as an example since you brought him up.
Okay.
Dylan has this, Petty has it, you have it, Jerry Garcia has it. When I listen to your stuff and the people that I named, they have voices and deliveries, and the songs are written that it's almost like something I heard in my genes about 2 eons ago.
And also, each one of them don't sound like anybody else.
Is that rewound? Just punch it up and turn it up real loud. I want you to listen to this, okay? Something I want you to hear. Now, you had some short blonde chick sing on this thing, right?
Yeah, Stevie. She's quite a girl. She's really turned into one of my oldest friends, I guess, you know. We understand each other well, you know. I don't know how to explain Stevie, but she's great. I like that Insider on the album. You know, I mean, she means every word she's singing. You know, she can't sing a song if she don't mean it. And that's what I like in singers the most, is believability, you know, more than anything, I think, makes a great singer.
So I think that's kind of what we were just talking about. Isn't that nice?
Out of doll. Put it calling immediately.
That's pretty nice. I thought that was a real nice thing for him to say about you. Of course, the stuff that we talked about when the tape was off was completely different,
right.
But that was...
Well, wait till we turn the tape off. You know what else it is? It is a sense of... 10 years ago, there was a certain essence of rock and roll. There was a certain thing that if you'd been 10 years ago trying to be a rock and roll singer, there was a thing that, you know, it's like I wanted to be English, and I wanted to be like in, you know, Eric Clapton's band, absolutely. I wanted to be part of a great English band, you know. I wanted to be in the Beatles. I wanted to be there very badly. And so in my whole existence from then to here, that's what I wanted to be, and that's still what I want to be. I have no desire to be new or trendy or younger.
That's great.
You know, I have no desire to change what I wear or to change my, you know, I'm only wearing these spindly rhinestone boots for everybody else. I'm much more comfortable in my platform boots, which I have 40 pairs of, you know, because they were made for my foot. You know, they were made for me. And that is what I love. I love people that are really themselves and go right on being themselves, no matter what anybody tells you, because, you know, in the long run, you're going to be with yourself.
When we come back, we'll talk about a late-night jam session with Les Dudek that spawned the song Sister Honey when our interview continues.